All right, Pisces, let's get into a reading. Guys, if you need anything, check out that comment section. I've got everything pinned down there for you. Readings that I'll offer if you ever want to book one with me, my Pinterest, my Patreon, other tarot channels that I have. All of that is down below. Also have an Amazon, Etsy, and eBay shop. You can find the links down below. All right, let's see. I want to see what the energy is around you right now. Okay. I just heard the word curious. Somebody could be curious. So someone or a circumstance that could have shown you red flags. So, yeah. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying that you could have dealt with someone or a certain circumstance or situation where you started seeing red flags. I'm saying that you could have then placed a boundary, removed yourself from the relationship or the scenario that I'm bringing in. You've disappeared though. So I don't know if it's a job where you were like, you know what, enough's enough. I don't know if this is a job where you kind of felt like they were about to close the doors. You could pick up on the energy, you dipped out. But there's an energy here of curiosity. There's an energy of you've disappeared and I wonder why you've disappeared. I'm saying that there's going to be an opportunity for you to maybe decide if you want to entertain this, whether this is a person or a position. This could be a manager reaching out to you and saying, hey, listen, we know that you quit or you never returned. We're trying to reach out to you to see if maybe there's a different position that would be better for you. Maybe that department just wasn't your department. So you've disappeared and someone's been wondering where you've been, okay? This could also be like a social environment. Let's say that you're used to going to bingo or maybe the bar on Friday nights and you haven't the past 2 weekends. People could be wondering where you're at and you could have decided to quit going with the red flags here because maybe there was conflicts, issues, maybe it went from being a safe place to feeling like the cops were always there. It's something where you've changed how you're approaching something. And it's got someone wondering what happened. Now with stability here, it's telling me that this could actually end up turning into a stable foundation. So just because it's not working out now doesn't mean it's not going to work out in the far future. Again, this could be, okay, I no longer go to that bar. It started getting a little rowdy. The crowd that would find themselves in that bar, I just didn't mesh with. So maybe you removed yourself from the crowd. Here coming up in the future though, a bartender or someone who runs that facility could reach out to you and say, hey, listen, where did you go? What happened? And you might then nurture that relationship again and it turn into a stable foundation. Okay, give me a little bit more. Yeah, 9 of Cups. Yeah, seeing something as short term. So, you know, again, it gives me the scenario of I can't maintain this long term. So again, it could have been a relationship, a group that you were a part of. This could be a car show group you were a part of. Maybe you're used to putting your car on display. And maybe some of you couldn't financially afford it anymore. And you don't know that people in that car group's really gotten attached to you being there. They're used to seeing you at the meetings, at the conventions. And this could be an energy of, I don't know, I've not seen them the past 9 times. I've not seen them in 9 weeks, 9 months, 9 hours. I don't know where they're at. I don't know what happened. And then it's going to have someone going, okay, let me do a little bit of digging. What happened? Or do they not come because they sold the car? Do they not come because something happened? Was someone mean to them? What's going on? It's like someone here is trying to gather information around something that was short term. And it's an energy of the relationship can stand the test of time. So this is going to have an opportunity to come back together. So again, this could be someone from the car group reaching out to you. Hey, got your number through so-and-so. Hate to bother you. Just wanted to know what was up. Are you mad at someone? Did something happen? Like, we just want you to know that we miss you. We miss seeing you. We understand if you don't want to show up, but we love when you do. That's kind of what I'm saying here. And I kind of feel like, do you know that this is taking place? I don't know if you do. Yeah, you could be actually kind of overwhelmed. You could be at a place where you're like, well, I had to remove myself. So if this is a relationship where you disappeared or you removed yourself, your time, your energy, your attention, your effort, whatever it was, maybe more than one thing. That person specifically, though, that you could have removed yourself from could be wondering why. What did I do? Where did you go? Why are you mad at me? Why did this only last maybe... this could have been a one date where you spent 9 hours with somebody. This could have been like a relationship that was maybe 9 days, 9 weeks, or 9 months, or maybe even 9 years. But there's an energy of someone changing something up last minute. And I asked, why? Why did you do this? Well, the reason why is because maybe there's either some sense of lingering disappointment that kind of creeped in, or you have your plate full. So again, if this is a relationship, there could have been doubt that crept in. There could have been disappointment. There could have been multiple things that ended up overwhelming you and burdening you. And if you didn't feel safe enough, or like you were at that area, either you didn't feel safe enough to open up to this person, or you felt like even if you opened up to this person, it was going to be a waste of time because maybe this person didn't know how to handle you emotionally. That's what I'm saying. I'm definitely seeing you being burdened and you doing the only thing that you knew how to do. So again, this could be going to the bar. You love going in there and seeing everybody. Everybody loves to see you. However, you've maybe gotten tired of every time you go into the bar, there's fighting, there's cops, there's just drama. So you might not have told the bartenders or anyone in that facility, to be honest, that you don't plan on coming back. But as soon as you got in the car, you could have looked at your friend and been like, listen, it's more stressful coming into this building than it is not. I never want to leave my house on another Saturday night if this is what we're going to tolerate. And it could have really disappointed you. Like, I took my one Saturday that I have off to come up here. And this is what's going on. Pass. That's what I'm saying. But what you don't know is somebody could end up saying, hey, what happened? What's up? What's going on? Where did you go? Why did you quit coming to the car show? And I'm going to be honest, if it's finances, let's say that this is a car show or like a motorcycle gang, so to speak, where, maybe there's finances that's an issue. I'm saying that people could try to help release your financial burden. So if this is like a group that you're a part of, you might not know it, but there could be people who want to help release your burden that you're carrying by kind of taking some stuff off of you. So again, let's say that this is a car group. Maybe you don't know how much they really do support each other in that car group. And you could have maybe taken a step back for a little bit, but you could be getting maybe a message, a phone call. You could run into this person into town and they're going to kind of be curious where you went. And then if you go, hey, it just got to a point where I couldn't afford it. I needed this, I needed that, I needed this. This is going to be the kind of person where they're going to say, man, why didn't you tell us? So-and-so, Tyler has exactly what you need. And I bet for any money, I guarantee he'd let it go. He probably don't even really want any money for it. Maybe just put it in yourself. It's like something that was once perceived as a burden is going to be lifted. Now, again, this could be, let's say you used to go to the bar and it was one of your favorite places, but then the burden of it becomes so overwhelming because it went from being your favorite place to being one of the places you dreaded to go. I'm saying here coming up, you could get communication that the things that burdened you, whether it was people, maybe it was management, whatever it is that changed that then made you dread going around it, that has changed. So if it's people, they've maybe got banned. They're now trespassers. They can't come on the property. If these are managers, they don't work there anymore. Things have changed, okay? Yeah. Okay. So what does this person want? Well, I'm going to be honest. I think this is about the end of the reading. 10 of Cups. I'm telling you, whoever this is, no matter whether this is a lover, No matter, again, this could be someone who's going to end up becoming like a close friend. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying that you have disappeared. You've either disappeared from a social group, you've either quit a job, quit showing up, something's happened. Again, this could be a relationship where you've been like, you know what, I'm going to drop the ball. And what you don't know, baby, is they about to come through and pick up the ball. Something's about to shift, okay? Something that you once felt was short term, or something that you could no longer entertain or go towards. I can't do that anymore. I can't entertain that anymore. I can't acknowledge that person anymore. I can't go to that bar anymore. Something has changed. So then that way you can go back to something that once made you really happy. That's what I'm saying, okay? What is your advice? With Magician underneath, I feel like your advice is to give it a shot. Emperor, okay? Yeah, be willing to collaborate. You know, collaboration doesn't always have to be fast. It doesn't always have to be exactly how you want it to be either. I feel like they want you to move it slow. So, you know, if this is someone who wants to bring you back to the company, yeah, you quit, you left us high and dry, you could be worried about that. This is a company who's like, listen, we get it. That department's hard to work for. We have tons of people quit because of them. Please come back. Don't come back to that department, though. We'll put you in a different one. Spirit's telling you, be willing to collaborate. Be willing to go in and say, okay, you guys are willing to fix the issue. You know that I'm not quitting just to quit. It's because that department is so hard and you guys are trying to readjust that. But right now it's not been adjusted and you don't want to lose a good worker or someone who's dependable because of that. So you're making sure that you get me back and you're maximizing me. Awesome. Let's do that. Now, again, this could be a lover who's about to man up or woman up, so to speak, and speak about some sort of regrets that they have or some sense of sadness they have. They're also going to kind of figure out where you've been, what you've been up to. If this is something to do with, you know, if this is love, and let's say that you had to take yourself out of a situation, I'm saying that there could be regrets around that. Regrets around the fact that you felt that it was in your best interest to be like, bye, I'm out, see ya, wouldn't want to be ya. My name's Paul, this is between y'all, I'm not in it. That's what I'm saying, okay? And I'm saying that this could be the kind of man or the kind of woman who wants to come in and get something off of their chest. They want to know why you disappeared. They want to tell you the regrets that they have, if they have any regrets. I'm saying specifically for this reading, this person has regrets that are burdening them. But if this is someone where it's like going to a bar or, you know, maybe a club that you're a part of, I'm saying that you're going to find out something around collaboration. So again, this is going to be someone who's going to come in and say, listen, we really want to collaborate with you. And Spirit's asking you to have the confidence to say, okay, let's see what this collaboration looks like. And remind yourself with the Emperor energy that you don't have to give into anything that you don't want to. You don't like this person. You don't have to give them time, attention, effort. You don't have to give them anything. What you give them is up to you. So I do feel like even though something has the opportunity to get to maybe a place of peace, what that looks like is up to you, okay? I will say this will be some sort of justice for you. So if this is something you once wanted to work out, it's working out for you. You know, again, this could be something as simple as, let's say that this was a job that you took. And instead of going to management saying, hey, listen, I can't do this. You're going to have to move me. We got to figure out a solution or I'm out. You could have just been like, no, there's no point. It's not their problem. And you could have dipped out. Well, this could be the justice though. The justice is that you didn't have to do that. You could have went to them and said, hey, listen, I can't do this. I'm not working for this person. I want to work here. I want to work for this company. I think this is a great company, but that manager, not so much. This is your justice though, okay? So I do feel like, well, first off, I feel like I'm having a hard time getting my point across. So whoever this is could be the kind of person where they're going to have a hard time getting their point across, because I feel like I'm just kind of beating around the bush. So whenever this person comes in to talk to you, they might beat around the bush, just so you know. But I am saying that if this is someone who, again, is maybe like a business owner or a manager, after you know, settle your nervous system. So let's say this is a job that you did quit, or you decided this ain't the place for me, I'm cutting my losses, I'm out. Your nervous system could have needed some time to settle. And I'm saying that it did that. It could have taken 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months, maybe even 6 years. I don't feel like it's been 6 years though, but it could have. But what I'm saying is that once your nervous system settles, that's when this person's going to come back in. That's when this opportunity is going to come back in. And it's an energy of, hey, we've noticed, or I've noticed, you've been nowhere to be found. We know that you quit. We've heard through the grapevine since then that multiple people keep quitting because so-and-so. Is that the reason you quit? Yes or no? This could be the boss who's going to say, listen, we are interested in bringing you back. Just so we know, we fired them. We're actually revamping that whole department. So that department right now is closed. But we looked at your record and we seen that you had the tendency to show up. We never had any problems out of you. And we want to bring you back. Are you interested in coming back? This is your justice. This is what's fair for you. You allowed yourself to say, listen, you can't make something fit if it ain't supposed to fit. You can't make something yours if it ain't supposed to be yours. So you were willing to cut your losses and call it a day. Now, Spirit is telling you could have handled it differently, because you could have went into the office and talked to maybe your manager, your boss, the person that owns the company, and say, listen, I want to be a team player. I want to collaborate, but you know what? I can't make them be a team player. So me and this person don't work well with one another, and I don't know if we're going to need a babysitter or if y'all need to move me to a different department, but I can't keep doing this. That was something that you needed to do. And they're telling me that they want you to recognize that, but that they also recognize why you did what you did and why you, again, set a boundary, detached yourself, disappeared, never went back, started preserving your resources, your time, your energy. And there is a sense of like kudos to you, because we're proud of you. But again, whoever this is about to try to come in and make something fair. Now, again, this could be someone who can tell that you have a lot on your plate and they want to help you out. So again, this could be someone where, okay, maybe you're struggling. Maybe you're struggling financially. You've always been part of a car gang, a car crowd. Y'all ain't besties, but y'all have something in common. Y'all respect one another as car enthusiasts. You guys have something in common. You've really found a group of like-minded people. But these people, or someone specifically, could have recently said, hey, does anybody know where so-and-so went? We ain't seen them in weeks. What's happened? One person might take it upon themselves to reach out to you like, what's going on? What's happening? What's up? And this might be your justice. You know, you might be the kind of person where you're always the one to notice when someone's missing. You might be the one that's always like, okay, people don't just go missing for they go missing for a reason. Do they need help? Do they need us? What do they need from us to make this easier for them? You're finally getting that in return. And that's how you know that this is your justice, okay? So, yeah, and I'm saying again, be willing to be a team player. Be willing to be a team player. All right. So again, this could be a bond that's going to end up turning into something long-term. If this is a job, this could be a job where once you go back into the company or you get rehired but a different department, it could be long-term for you. And I'm saying with the Emperor here and the King of Pentacles, you might even like who you're working for or who's going to be in charge. I am saying that as well. All right, so I'm going to leave that here. Bye, guys.